If you think Iran is nothing more than dusty deserts, scorching winds, and headlines on the news, then honestly, you haven't seen Iran yet. This country is a journey, a slow unveiling of something deeper. With every turn, the scenery shifts, and so does the feeling. One moment you're firmly in the present, the next you're wondering, where am I? It feels like you've stepped into a story from 1,000 years ago. So let's begin somewhere that doesn't just tell history, it wears it. Kandovan. Tucked into the mountains of northwestern Iran, this extraordinary village was shaped by a volcano long ago. Ash settled, hardened, and over centuries, wind and rain carved it into surreal, cone-shaped homes. Walking through its narrow paths feels like stepping into a fairy tale. Tiny doorways, stone walls, and inside, the warmth of everyday life. And here's the incredible part. The homes naturally regulate temperature. Winter cold stays out, summer heat doesn't easily get in. It's as if nature and people reached a quiet agreement. Even today, hundreds of families still live here, just as they have for generations. Now, the journey takes a dramatic turn to a place that makes you question reality itself. Lut Desert. Stretching across southeastern Iran, this is one of the most extreme environments on Earth. Ground temperatures can reach up to 70 degrees Celsius, 158 degrees Fahrenheit. The air is dry, heavy. As far as the eye can see, sand, rock, and silence. And yet, there's a strange beauty here. At sunrise, the dunes glow in gold. By sunset, the entire landscape transforms into deep reds, oranges, and shadows. It's as if nature repaints the desert every single day. And then there are the yardangs, long ridged rock formations carved by wind over thousands of years. From a distance, they look like the ruins of a lost city, but up close you realize no human built this. This is architecture shaped by time itself. Now pause for a moment. Close your eyes. Imagine standing in Persepolis. Once, this was the symbol of power, glory, and empire. Built in 518 BCE by Darius the Great, it was filled with towering columns, grand palaces, and intricate carvings. Look closely, and you'll see scenes of people from distant lands bringing gifts, honoring a king who ruled a vast empire. And somehow, you can still feel it. You walk through the ruins of the Apadana Palace. The stone is cool beneath your hands. Sunlight falls across ancient carvings. The place is quiet, but not silent. It feels like it's speaking, just very softly. From here, the journey carries you to the waters of the Persian Gulf, to Qeshm Island. This island feels like a living geological museum. Every rock tells a story. You can step inside one of the longest salt caves in the world. Cool air, shimmering white walls, and echoes that seem to stretch into infinity. And then there's the Valley of Stars, a landscape of strange, sculpted rock formations. Locals say it was shaped by falling stars. Science says it's the work of wind and water over time. But when you stand there, in the silence, looking at those formations, it feels like there's something more, something beyond explanation. And slowly you begin to realize Iran isn't just understood through its places. You understand it through its people, through its cities. First comes Tehran, the heart of the country. Busy, alive, never slowing down. Fast-paced streets lead into quiet alleys where the past still lingers. This isn't just a capital city, it's a pulse. Then you leave that energy behind and arrive in Yazd, A city that feels outside of time, earth-toned buildings, narrow lanes, and wind-catcher towers rising into the sky. There's a calm here, a stillness that makes you pause. Time doesn't stop, but it definitely slows down. And then, Isfahan, often called half the world. The beauty here doesn't overwhelm you all at once. It settles in slowly, deeply. Standing in Imam Square, surrounded by blue-tiled mosques and intricate designs, you realize this place wasn't made just to be seen. It was made to be felt. In the play of light and shadow, in the quiet movement of people, in details so delicate words fall short of capturing them. And somewhere along this journey, you might find yourself beside a small waterfall, the sound of water gently breaking the silence. Or inside an old hammam, where people once came not just to wash, but to connect. And when it's all over, when you look back, you realize this was never just about seeing places, it was about feeling something. Because Iran teaches you something subtle but powerful. The most beautiful things don't always reveal themselves right away. Sometimes they hide in ruins, sometimes in the silence of a desert, and sometimes in the smile of a stranger. And when all of that comes together, a country stops being just a place on a map. It becomes a story, an experience, a feeling that stays with you long after the journey ends.